Oh, okay. Well, it just came on. Hey guys. Hey, Tanty the Caver's wife here, and today I'm unboxing a pressure cooker that was sent to me by the good folks from Avalon Bay. So I'm really excited because I've been wanting one for quite a while, and when they contacted me, I was super stoked. So I'm just pulling up you guys here so I can read any comments. What? If you see dirty dishes in the background, that's okay because this is real life. So, I'm pulling this up so do I have any comments yet? No? Okay. Does it say anybody's waiting?
Waiting?
Or not waiting, but
watching.
Watching. We're watching. Okay. Well, hello to the 4 that are watching. So I'm trying to pull this up so I can talk to you guys, but it's not cooperating. That's okay. Emily, if people talk to me, just let me know.
Lily Carter said hello.
Hi.
Eileen Messer said hello from Orlando, Florida.
Well, hello from Orlando, or to Orlando, Florida.
Jennifer Rosa said hello.
Hi. Very cool. Okay, so what this is a pressure cooker, and a lot of you guys are familiar with like instant pot and things like that. And I don't know about y'all, but anytime, I don't know, when you get a brand stuck in your head, you kind of start to think that that's like the only brand worth buying, right? So when the people at Avalon Bay asked if I wanted to try one of these, I was really excited because yes, I do, as a matter of fact. So that way I can see if another brand will do the job just as well. So I've not seen it. I have no idea what it looks like. So let's open it, shall we? Hopefully I won't cut myself. And
Rebecca said Detroit here and also horribly fearful of pressure cookers.
Oh, I understand, Rebecca. When I was a kid growing up, my mom, anytime she would pressure can something, she would always make me and my brothers leave the kitchen in case they exploded or something. But I don't think that I mean, they make them so much better now, and they're almost foolproof. Oh, look, I've got a little card in there.
Mama Shmoo said, hey, Tangy, what's up, girl?
Who said?
Mama Shmoo.
Oh, hey, Mama Schmooze, what's up, lady?
Isabel Lawrence said, hi there.
Hi, Isabel. They gave me a nice little card. Okay, so this is the representative that reached out to me. So he just sent me a nice little card to thank me for doing this. That's really cool. I've never had anybody do that before, so that's pretty neat. I'll read that later. Okay, so here we go. I might need some help. Okay, so I have never claimed to be graceful, just so y'all know. Okay. Oh my word. Okay. Okay, we got this.
Isabel Lawrence said she got hers at Aldi for $39.99.
Yeah. And she said she loves it. Oh my goodness, that is really good to know because I've seen those. And again, you know, you're just kind of like, is it really worth the money? Okay, so I did watch some videos. If you do a search on Avalon Bay pressure cooker, in the YouTube search bar, there is a couple of how to use the pressure cooker on YouTube. So I'm really excited. And one of the things that I'm super stoked about, you guys, is that you can make yogurt with this. And with milk, like milk at our Aldi is only 99 cents a gallon. So to think that I could make that much yogurt for only 99 cents, well, plus, you know, whatever your culture that's pretty sweet. So, but yeah, this has several options. Davis was really kind. He was the representative that contacted me. He was really kind to say, hey, you know, is there anything on this site that that you are interested in? And when he sent me that, I had not had a pressure cooker. I had never used one. I really wanted the Instant Pot, but you know, it's kind of like, okay, I have to create a sinking fund for that. And so as soon as I saw this, I was like, yes, that's what I want to try. Well, wouldn't you know, right after he and I made the arrangements for me to get this, a friend of mine sent me a text and say, hey, I have this pressure cooker. I've only ever used it once. Do you want it? Like, yes, I do. So yeah, it's sitting over there. And that is the power cooker, And I actually saw one at Sam's Club. But so I'm thankful that I got that, because now that I've used one, I'll have something to compare this to. But this does things that that one over there does not do. So anyway, okay. So first of all, it's packaged really well. It looks nice. Let's see, how does this? I told y'all it wasn't graceful, and this is sitting up a little too high. Okay. We go. Oopsies. Thank you. That was wait.
In the comments, an instant pot.
Uh-huh. Oh, they're talking about instant pots. Yeah, I've never used one, but they're really all the rage now. And I have to say, using that pressure cooker has been awesome. Just because, you know, you cook something that would normally take you an hour. Like, I've made chicken on the bone, like chicken quarters, and I've thrown them in there, and I put it on 30 minutes. And then it's
Tyler Abrams said, I made 1.5 gallons of yogurt in my 6-quart pressure cooker.
Yeah, see, I'm really excited about that. Of course, we don't eat plain yogurt, but to make yogurt cheese, to add it into smoothies, and of course you can add honey and all that good stuff. Okay, so here is the weight that goes on top of the pressure cooker. Let's see, this is what happens when you don't have a film crew. But what YouTuber does? Well, there are YouTubers that have film crews, but I ain't one of them. Okay, I'm lowering you down so you can see it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's actually feels like it's higher than the other one, like it's taller. It may be a larger capacity, and I just don't know. So this is your valve that you put right here. And of course it has the open, close, open. There we go. So that's close, open, and then open. Okay. So then this unlocks. Oh, okay. And so one of the features that this has that I saw on the video that the other one doesn't have is that this one actually stays on a hinge.
Farmer Meemaw says hi.
Hey, Farmer Meemaw. My daughter is reading the comments off to me. So, what?
Rebecca, I'm not going to try and say her last name because I'll say it wrong, says Aldi has great deals on things like that. And she says, if I'm convinced by you that this is a perfectly safe appliance,
it is perfectly, well, I don't want to say perfectly safe and then something happens, but if it is made correctly.
And they want a pressure cooking video.
A pressure cooking video. Yes, I am actually, okay, so one of the things that this does that I really like is it can also be used as a slow cooker, which I love. You know, I'm an aspiring minimalist, so any tool that I have that can do more than one thing really gets me excited. So I'm actually, let me raise y'all back up. You raise me up. Okay. So what was I saying about? Oh, slow cooker. Yeah. So I'm actually Frugal Family Food collaborator for Friday, and I'm planning on using this as a slow cooker. But I really want to try boiled eggs. I haven't used boiled eggs in that yet. But I'm really excited. Okay, so I love that this hinges. The other one doesn't. You have to take it off and be careful that you don't get burned or anything like that. But if you don't want it on, it rolls to the side. Let's see if I can figure this out. Booyah! And it lifts right up. So that's pretty cool. It's got the gasket already in there. Very nice, very nice. Okay, here is the steam rack, and it also has clips that go with it. Awesome. Okay, there's the pressure cooker guide, and it comes with, that is the condensation cup that that catches any condensation that might come out, which I think is pretty standard. Sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. All right. Pressure cooker guide.
Mama.
Huh?
Mama.
My mom is on? Hey, Mom.
Says, looks like a great small appliance. She said that.
Agreed. Agreed. Now, does this one have... Okay. Okay, I'll tell y'all in just a second what the... I'm so distracted because my mom is on. I'll tell you what the settings are here in just a second, but it comes with... Who? Oh, hey, Weetree. It comes with a little measuring cup. It also comes with a rice spoon, and I believe this has a hook. Yeah, it's got a little hook right here where you can stick your spoon. Hi, everybody. Okay. All right. So, and of course the cord. Now, one thing that I noted that is different from this pressure cooker than that pressure cooker is this one, the bowl, is stainless steel. That one is more like a non-stick Teflon type. So over time, it's possible that one could flake into the food, which, you know, that's bad. So I would be interested to see how this does as far as being non-stick. So we'll see. But one of the things that it did mention in the video that I watched is that you have to be really careful with when you're putting this together to use it. They said to make sure this part is really dry because of the electrical component in the bottom of the pressure cooker. Okay, so let me tell you what all this baby does. I believe this has 7 functions. So it is a rice cooker. This will cook white rice, brown rice, wild grain rice. And then it teaches you in the guide how to get to those different settings. It has a meat and stew setting. It has a bean and chili setting. Actually, one of the first things I made with the pressure cooker over there was pinto beans. And you guys did not soak them. I just sorted them, rinsed them, threw them in the pressure cooker, added my liquid and my seasonings. I cooked them on for 30 minutes. And then I let it depressurize naturally. And they were perfect. And they were delicious. Because it was pressure cooked, all of the flavor was like shoved into the beans. So the beans weren't bland. And that, you know, have you ever cooked beans and you have like kind of like bland beans but flavorful broth? Well, that just, it pushes the flavor into the food. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so beans and chili, there's a soup setting, a steam setting, then you have manual if you want to do something different. It has a canning and preserving setting. Now, I'm going to have to do more research on that before I use that setting, just because I kind of had a conversation on our Frugal Family Food Facebook group, which you guys, by the way, as of today, is over 16,000 members. Say what? Anyway, that's a side note. But they said that even though some of these pressure cookers have the canning option, it's not exactly recommended or safe. So I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more before I try that. But the idea of being able to pressure can in something like this really excites me because our kitchen gets really hot really easily, and using that pressure cooker has been great because I can cook and it does not heat up the kitchen. So, okay, then it has the slow cook option. Hello. It has the yogurt option, and it also has a saute option, which is great because if you want to brown or saute any vegetables before you pressure cook, you can totally do that. And I did that with that one over there. When I put my chicken leg quarters in, I browned them first and then I either added broth. I did that broth one time, and I did barbecue sauce one time. And I mean, it was just scrumptious. So anyway, but yeah, then of course it has a keep warm setting. It has a delay timer. It also has adjust texture. Yeah, so anyway, I'm really excited. This looks really good, and since I've used the other pressure cooker, this, you know, all the components look very familiar to me.
We should, as I said, have the caver build you an outdoor kitchen.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Like, what's Bobby Flay?
Bobby Flay has one. Yeah, Off Grid with Doug and Stacy have a beautiful one. And I also know that Al Lumna over at Lumna Acres has been building an Off Grid outdoor kitchen that looks amazing. So anyway, do you guys have any questions regarding this pressure cooker or anything? We can sit and chat for a few minutes since I haven't caught up with you guys in a long time. Let's see if this has a lot of recipes in it too. It's got pea and ham soup, vegetable bacon and risotto soup, minestrone soup, cabbage and pancetta.
Wheat Tree Bonsai says, what kind of cost?
What kind of what?
Cost.
Oh, what does it cost? I believe this costs, I don't remember.
Well, Rebecca said, how long is the cord?
How long is the cord? That's a good question. Let's see. I believe this costs I don't want to say it because I don't want to be wrong because that would make me look bad. I will say this though, if you look in the description box below, there is a link to this product. Plus, if you use my code, Caver's Wife, all one word, you will save 10% off of your purchase.
Chrissy Sunshine says, what do you feel like you've been most successful in making in the pressure cooker?
Everything has turned out great. Everything's turned out good so far.
And it's very flavorful. It's not like the entire thing is just flavor.
Right, exactly. So what did I make yesterday in the pressure cooker? I didn't make anything yesterday.
Barbecue chicken?
Yeah, I made that okay, so what I did, the first thing I made was pinto beans. And like I said, that turned out really good. I made a big batch, so we ate the one batch that night, and then then I froze the second batch, so it's in the freezer right now. And like I said, those were very flavorful.
There's a problem with the link.
There's a problem with the link. Okay, I will work on that when I get off of here. But if you go to avalonbay.com and then just search pressure cooker, I think this is this. Which one is this? I think this is the 6-quart. Then you can look at it that way. But does that say? Okay, it's a 6-liter removable pot, dishwasher safe, which is always an amazing thing. Stainless steel finish, programmable, cooking timer, 8 preset functions. Let's see, the cord looks like it's about, what, 3.5, 4 feet long?
Wheat Tree says it looks like it's 3 feet.
There you go. Okay. So yeah, and then I did barbecue chicken, and then the chicken that I cooked in broth, I just shredded, and then some of the meat, we had shredded barbecue chicken last night, and then the night before that, I made
Fundamental Homes on.
I made chicken and rice. I made do-it-yourself rice-a-roni.
Candy Brown's here.
Hey, Candy, and hey, Amanda from the Fundamental Home.
Hi, Mandy.
So, I'm really excited about this. And, I don't know, I'm going to have 2 pressure cookers. And I can see myself using both of them at the same time. So, I'm pretty excited about that. All right, so I'm going to come over here and sit down. Thank you, Emily, for modding for me. And I'm going to come over here so I can see your comments and take care of Troll Patrol at the same time. Thank you, darling. My pretty girl. Wow. It's weird because there's a delay. No, I'm not done. Okay, So I'm switching over here. And where is my little tripod? So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I was really, really happy that they reached out to me. And let's see, saw you as live. Just had to hop on and say hey, but I'm gonna have to watch later. Oh, thank you so much about the comment on my hair. I have to tell you guys, my mom's sister, two of her sisters, have always had really pretty curly, naturally curly hair. And after I had my daughter, I noticed when I would get out of the shower that I would have loose waves. So then I was like, okay, so I guess I have like naturally wavy hair, but I've never really learned how to take care of it or make my hair curly. So anyway, a couple of days ago, I came across on Pinterest. It's called the curly girl method. And I've been trying to do that and figure out like what works for my hair, but I cannot get over how curly my hair is. I am so excited. I've had perms and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I'm really happy. And my son's really happy because now he has a box to play in. And he's literally sitting in the box right now. He's a goofball.
It's not great.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Tangy convinced me with the quickness of those beans. Yeah. I mean, to be able to cook dry beans without soaking them in 30 minutes. Of course, that is not including the time it takes to come to pressure and then to depressurize. But it's still under an hour. Shh, Parker, don't do that. Still under an hour, so that's pretty awesome. Waiting to hear from family in Puerto Rico. Oh my goodness. Well, I certainly hope to hear that you hear from them. When I was little, we actually lived in St. Croix, and I know St. Croix was hit pretty hard. And then a guy that my husband works with, he was sent down to the Virgin Islands to help clean up after hurricane, that first one that came through. My mind just went blank. Harvey, the one that hit the Virgin Islands really hard and pretty much wiped them out. Or was it Irma? Anyway,
that was Irma,
but he's still down there, and so they were on one. And they were on. Not talking about the current one, not Hurricane Maria.
Well, that just hit Virgin Islands.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, so he was on the tiniest island out there, and they had to move them to San Juan, I think, because they said to have more of a, it's more fortified there. But I hope to hear that you hear from your family. Yes, under an hour to have it like soft and ready to eat, and it was delicious. Right, Maria is the current one. Okay. Let's see. There you go. Okay, so how's everybody doing? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever, and we're doing good here. Just working and schooling, and I need to go out and clean out the garden, but I've really been neglecting the garden lately, not later. Let's see. They were on the southwest side, and it has been silent. Oh my word. Let me grab this. Let's see. How's homeschooling going? Is your planner working well? Yes. Hang on just a second. That should be better. I love this planner. The planner that they sent me from mypersonalplanner.com. Only thing that I'm doing differently right now is where I was using washi tape to separate the subjects. I realized that is not a very sustainable thing, even though it's cute and colorful. So then what I've been doing to divide up my subjects is I've been using highlighters. Same colors too, the yellow, pink, green, blue, orange. But I figured that's a lot more economical to do it that way. Hey, Suburban, what's going on? Let's see. I know in my heart they are okay, but I want confirmation. Absolutely. That's totally understandable. Let's see. Maybe I will put my pull my Instant Pot out. Maybe you and Amanda have encouraged me. Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's cooking for me can be cathartic. So and plus the having something to keep you busy and get your put your mind somewhere else that might be helpful. Let's see. Wee Tree says, as long as she does not lick the cloth before she cleans the camera, we'll be good. Yeah, I don't have to do that. This is one of the. It's a Norwex window cloth. It's microfiber and it's awesome. So yeah, I won't do that. I'm afraid that would actually make it a little more streaky anyway. Let me get you guys out of the window here. Let's see. Hey, Rebecca. She says, I'm still pulling beans, Thai peppers, and spaghetti squash in Detroit. What is coming in down by you? Right now, my tomatoes are still coming in. Okra. And I just harvested a little bit of peanuts yesterday. But they're not all ready. Just there was a pretty big clump that was done. But yeah, it's starting to dwindle down. Kara says, I have chicken legs. Any good recommendations for this Instant Pot? Yeah, okay, for your Instant Pot, if it has a browning option, turn that on. Then drizzle some oil on your chicken legs and season them, and then brown them in your in the Instant Pot on your browning setting, and then put about a cup and a half of barbecue sauce on it. And then, of course, I don't know if the settings are any different or how different they are, but I cooked mine for, how long did I do them for? I think I did them for 20 minutes. I don't know. Definitely look it up. But cook them, and then, oh, it's so good. The meat will fall off the bone, but it's still delicious. Wee Tree, I got approved for Steam It. But I have not had time to post anything. I have been really busy between working and homeschooling and taking care of the house and Frugal Family Food blowing up. I don't know if you caught when I said that our Facebook group is now over 16,000 members strong. It's just crazy. So we're working on that. Yes, sauteed would be the same as browning. Let's see. I love the idea of the new pressure cookers, but I'm not sure if I ever want anything else that I can clean or need to clean or find to space to store. I'm the exact same way. I am the exact same way. Famous. It's really been exciting. I think we actually put a post up in Frugal Family Food to find out how people were finding us, because we've got this like huge influx all at once of people wanting to join. And somebody had mentioned our group in a Dave Ramsey budgeting group, and there was also some mom group. Someone recommended Frugal Family Food, and then of course on top of that, Amanda's channel has just blown up, and what else? There was something else that and then Facebook was recommending our group to people. So it's just exploded, and it's been a lot of fun. Of course, it does mean more work because, with moderating so many people, we try to stay on top of, trolls and bullies and people wanting to post links and things like that. So, but it's been a lot of fun, and we're really excited. Hey, Crystal. Let's see. Thank you so much. Let's see, my Steam It account is approved, but I'm struggling with the way it works. Yeah, I haven't figured all that out yet, but it's great. Let's see. Kara says, my 11-year-old son asked where we're from. Well, I was born and raised in Northeast Georgia, but I married a Kentucky boy, and we've been married almost 19 years, and I have lived here with him since we've been married. So I live in Kentucky, but I'm from Georgia. Rebecca says, Tandy girl here, let's see, she gets me into trouble with M.I. Gardner shopping cart. Oh man, yeah, plus the 10% off. Yeah, I guess you saw that they're 2017. Wow, I almost said 2007, but it's 2017. So weird. is gone. That inventory is gone. And now they are getting ready for the 2018 inventory, which I am so excited about. But yeah, everything that I grew from seed from In My Gardener has done so well. And again, if I had known that everything was going to produce as crazy as it has, I would have planted less because I cannot keep up with everything. Do seeds ever expire? That is the million-dollar question. In My Gardener, I don't know if you watch his channel, but he has actually sprouted, grown, and is now harvesting from an 87-year-old tomato seed. He and his wife found a shadow box that had vintage packets of seeds in them that still had seeds in them. But it just depends on how they're preserved. If they're kept in a cool, dark area. But In My Gardener actually, he did try to sprout several of the seeds, and I think only one made it to adult and producing. But yeah, it's crazy. Viable is the key, absolutely. So yes, seeds can expire if you have them that long, but it just depends on if you keep them in a cool, dark place, they should last longer and they stay dry. Yeah, it's really exciting because you think about how things have changed in our agriculture, and how much they've changed really in the last 50 years, but going back even farther than that. I mean, it truly is an heirloom tomato that he grew, and it's just crazy awesome. Let's see. Wee Tree said, I planted some from my mother's Bible that was 70 plus years old. That is awesome. Very, very cool. Yeah, I can't get over our jalapenos. Our jalapenos are crazy. All of my peppers have done well. All of my tomatoes have done well. I will say that one of the things that I grew this year for the first time that I will not grow again were the San Marzano tomatoes because they were small. I was expecting them to be bigger. They weren't what I thought they would be. And I really like Roma and Amish paste. To me, they're just, better in my opinion. Let's see. But yeah, so I won't grow San Marzanos again. I won't grow as many cherry tomatoes, which I tell myself that every year. But let me tell you, I planted the yellow pear tomatoes. I had never grown those before. Those took over. Like all of the plants that were around them just got engulfed by the one plant. Like it sprawled out everywhere, which is crazy. Let's see, what else did I grow? I'm trying to think of things that I grew that I won't grow again. But I think the biggest thing that I walked away from this year is that for me, for this season of life, small garden is the way to go. In fact, I may next year do 4 raised beds and 1 small plot of tilled ground for corn, and try to be content with that, just because so much has gone to waste because I haven't been able to stay on top of it. And I know that a lot of people, it was frozen, but I thawed it out today. It's fine. Milk can be frozen and thawed and consumed. It's good. Except it's skim milk, so it's not going to taste like 100% milk, as my son likes to call it. Yes, next time, pear tomatoes, anything invasive like that, you can definitely put in a small container. But I know a lot of people have been waiting on me to show my garden, but you guys, I have neglected it like you would not believe because I've been so busy and I just can't stay on top of everything. So, yeah, small gardens are definitely the way to go. Maybe when the kids get bigger and they're not so busy with like school and everything, we can do bigger. my goal was to grow enough food to last a year. And we probably have some of the things will last us a year. But for the amount of work that it takes, and it's not so much the work in the garden, and it's not so much the harvesting, it's the preserving for me that takes up so much time. And not only does it take up a lot of time, but you put in a lot of work for not much food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can work all day and then at the end of the day have 8 pints of tomato sauce. So I just don't have that kind of time right now. I do have a freezer full of tomatoes though right now, for sure. Yes, Christy, I have canned a lot, but I have mostly frozen just because of time. I've got, like I said, a lot of tomatoes, a lot of peppers, a lot of things like that in the freezer, which is great because then, just when I have the time, I can pull out a couple of bags of tomatoes and then can them when I need them. Let's see. But the garden, oh yes, the garden has totally survived. It's like, just everything. The only things that the last couple of years that I've been having a hard time keeping alive are my squash plants, and that's because of the bugs. The bugs are horrible. Truly, I can't get a very good squash harvest just because by the time I've picked, 4 or 5 squash, I'll go out and the plant's dead. Freezing, you know what? And that might be Wheat Tree Bonds. I said I freeze and can in the winter. That might be something to consider, like, seriously, as that being my routine instead of trying to can everything as it comes in from the garden. I may just have to be content with freezing everything and then canning it as I go. Excuse me. Let's see. Suburban says my garden is very small. I did cardboard and wheat straw for mulch. I had way less weeds. I also got more produce because it was manageable and I could take care of it. And I think that is so, so huge. Sorry. I think that's so huge that truly, whenever you can take care of something, you get so much food. It's crazy. Constantinople cat, how are you doing? Show us the tomato jungle. Well, actually, my phone, if I take it out there, I will lose connection. But it truly is a jungle right now. But like I said, because I have neglected it so bad, so much of it it's rotting on the vine. And I know that sounds awful, and I'm probably going to be shunned by so many people right now. But that is the truth. I have a lot of food out there that is just rotting on the vine, and I've got a lot of okra that is like as big as my arm because I haven't been out there to pick it. But yeah, every year is a learning year when it comes to gardening. Let's see, try a different planting schedule for the squash. Okay, I can do that. Let's see, I have 3 freezers that I fill each year and empty out in the winter. I love that. And I think that's probably the best thing. Let's see, I was just going to suggest that we plant squash early before the bug population explodes. Now, so squash, I know it is hardy, and I'm really bad about getting things out early for like the spring. But what about fall? I still haven't planted my fall garden. Oh, you see, and I probably won't. I thought about just planting in the raised beds. Right now, all I have I have peanuts and carrots right now in the raised beds. And I've got greens I was wanting to plant, but when am I going to have time? That's the problem. When am I going to have time? Oh, me. So yeah, so it's, I can see why some people, if I was one of the kind of people that easily gave up, I think I would have given up gardening already. But I love it so much. And it's okay to say, hey, you know what? I failed this year, but I learned a lot that I can apply next year. So I try to keep that in mind. Let's see. Suburban says, I plant squash in middle to late April, zone 8, Georgia. Okay. Yeah, I'm in zone 6 I can't remember if it's A or B, because they just recently changed it. It was zone 6. But anyway, and I know a lot of people that plant early, but a lot of people lose stuff early too if they plant too early. It's not wasting, it's a seed saving year. There you go, Jennifer. I like the way you think. Yeah, that was actually my last garden video where I showed cleaning up the garden, and I had like this huge pile of yellow cucumbers where the pickling cucumbers just got way too ripe. And and my gardener was like, he sent me a message and he said, "Oh no," he's like, I hope you save that. That's a whole bunch of seeds. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. Let's see. Rebecca says, I cut in half and sun dried hundreds of those yellow pear tomatoes along with the red grape tomatoes. I'm going to can them now in garlic infused olive oil. Shut the front door. Use them with pesto for little cracker snacks. I actually, you guys know I work for Homesteaders of America and I schedule posts for Facebook. And one of the things that I've got scheduled to post later this week is a recipe. It's creamy chicken with basil and sun-dried tomatoes, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I didn't dry any tomatoes. I did tomato powder, but I didn't like do sun-dried tomatoes. But yeah, I was like, oh, I was gonna do that this year, and I forgot. Let's see. Crystal, the minimalist cat mom, says, I didn't have to tend my garden. The deer did it for me. Oh no. Let's see. You have the greenhouse. Start your seeds indoors if you're afraid of freeze. That's a good idea. Isabel Lawrence, hello. She says, I'm disabled, so I can't garden anymore, which breaks my heart. So I enjoy watching y'all garden. Ask God to take care of your backs and health, sweet girls. God bless. That is so true. Last year, I threw my back out, and it was, and I hate that I keep bringing it up, but it was terrible. It was awful. And my garden, like, it was beautiful and green and lush, and I was so excited. And then I threw my back out, and I was like, I don't know how anybody can live like this. It was depressing. I mean, when you're so used to getting up and doing things yourself and then not being able to. My son is wearing my robe right now. What are you doing? Will you please go take that off? No, go in there. You never know what he's going to come out wearing. But yes, I absolutely concur. Well, thank you, Miss Shayna. Let's see, what do you plant this time of year? Well, in my area right now, it is the time to plant your winter squash, your hardy greens like kale, spinach, collard greens, anything that can withstand cooler temperatures. A lot of things can handle a frost. And you also want to look at things that will be ready to harvest before your first frost. So like you can plant radishes right now is a good time, beets. What else? Hi, Trish. How are you? I know, right, Danielle? Kids, you just never know. Well, thank you very much. I'm telling y'all, it's my hair. I don't want to be one of those people that goes on about hair, but I can't, like, I am so excited. It's the curly girl method. And if you get on Pinterest and look it up, it's, if you have wavy hair or frizzy hair, just try it for a week and see what happens. That's what happens. But yeah, it's crazy that my hair is this curly. I knew I had wavy hair. I didn't know that I had curly hair. So I'm really excited about it. Plus, I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I don't normally wear this much because I like to keep it, low maintenance. But I thought I'd be fancy today. I say fancy, but I'm wearing a baseball tee. That's how I roll. Let's see. Danielle, once I figure out like what my hair needs, because it's still frizzy and it still loses volume, which I like big hair. I'm a Georgia girl. And so, but my son. So when I can figure out how to keep this like a ball and not frizzy, I will tell y'all. My biggest thing is finding products that aren't expensive and that I can buy anywhere and not like a specialty place. But I've been told that Diva Curl is like the product to try. But right now this is like the cheap Dollar General $1 bottle of gel. Parker Jackson, put that up. And what else? And I have I've gunked up leave-in conditioner, and I do have some what do you call it? Curl cream from Sally's. Sorry about that. My phone's trying to die on me. Let's see. Suburban says, I had long brown hair a month ago. I woke up in a mood, and now it is very short and red. Yeah, I totally feel you on that. Kara says, okay, chicken legs sauteed and barbecued in the crock. Oh, sweet, 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 sweet. That's going to be so yummy. Let's see. We had it with macaroni and cheese, but I was planning on doing potato salad, but I didn't have time to make potato salad. So, yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. It's 2:45. Pretty soon I'm going to have to go. My daughter has kicked back up her crochet business and she made a messy bun crocheted cap for winter. I think she just broke a toe. But anyway, look at that. Anyway, so she sold it, and I'm taking it to the person that bought it. She bought it for her daughter for Christmas. But yeah, you put like your ponytail up through there, and then you just make a messy bun on top, or a top knot. Isn't that cute? So neat. Ooh, macaroni salad. That sounds good. Yeah, they're super cute, aren't they? And of course, I'm hoping my hair. I mean, I can make a messy bun now, but I trimmed my hair again, so it's. I don't know if it'll make a full messy bun like I've done before. Let's see. Alrighty, you guys. Well, I am going to go ahead and hop off here. It was fun talking to you guys again. And if you, be looking for the video of me doing the Avalon Bay pressure cooker. I'm really excited about it. Let's see. You live in Kentucky also. Oh, cool. Thank you. I really enjoy doing grocery hauls because I like watching grocery hauls, and it's always fun to see what people are buying and what prices they're getting it for. It just makes it easier to be more creative with my grocery shopping and my recipes. So, hey, Emily, yeah. Mama said good job on the hat. Thanks, Mama. Emily said, thanks, Mama. I don't know if y'all can hear that in the background, but typical little brother. Yeah, all the hauls are fun. Okay, well, I'm going to hop off here, and I will talk to you guys later. It's always so great talking to you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're not part of the Frugal Family Food, what did I just say? Frugal Family Food Facebook group. Be sure to check it out. We are just floored with how well it's going. People sharing grocery hauls and recipes and money-saving tips, and you put a question out there, and then within a couple of minutes you have a dozen answers. It's awesome. Okay, thank you, Rebecca. I will certainly try to get one together for you guys really soon. Bye, Linda. I'm glad you were here. And bye, Karen. Thank you all so much. We'll talk to y'all later. Oh, and I got to end the broadcast this way. I forgot. Okay.